Hi, I'm Lisa Covey, Senior Accountant at Acuity powered by Soren. Today, I'm going to talk about breakups. Specifically, how to break up with a service provider and how to do it well to make sure the transition goes smoothly. As Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec said, there's never been a sadness that cannot be cured by breakfast food. Pro tip.
All right, so we've had our waffles. Now it's time to break up with the service provider. An example I want to start off with of maybe not doing it as well would be, let's say your company is on Yahoo Mail and you also have Microsoft services, specifically for OneDrive to store files and such. And one morning you wake up, you know what, this is ridiculous. We're already paying for Microsoft. Let's just use Outlook going forward. And you quick create the Outlook email addresses, you close Yahoo, and you're like, all right, we're good to go. Pause for a second. Did you think through everything that went through Yahoo? Your AR remittance and invoices were being emailed out of Yahoo. Your vendors were emailing you bills and stuff through those Yahoo email addresses. All your employees obviously had the Yahoo email address, but maybe you had contractors and international contractors that had a Yahoo email address. Did all those get transitioned? Typically on something like that, would be much better practice. Again, we're aiming for well and smooth on a transition. It would be a better practice to have a lag period. We're like, all right, we're going to keep Yahoo for 30 days, keep it active, see what we're missing. I'm like, oh, shoot, we should add that email address and whatnot. So just planning, make a little bit of planning ahead of time can make this go a lot easier. Even for something as simple as like a subscription, say you've got a cloud tool that you're using, you just got everyone signed up in the office individually, and you're looking at it and you're like, you know what, we really like this tool, we want to keep using it. We're just going to pay for the corporate edition and then get sub logins for everyone through that. It'll save us a little bit of money on the month to month. That's great, but make sure you cancel those individual subscriptions. Or if it's an annual charge, make sure that you've canceled the annual charge, because 7 months from now, that charge might come through on your credit card and you might not, or you might miss it or forget about it. So just canceling that. And then the other thing with subscriptions, they're kind of like Halloween movies and Michael Myers. They never really die. So even if you're told by the provider that your subscription's been canceled, you should always check your credit card statements when they come due to make sure that you aren't still paying for that, because you might be. Now you're ready to transition something more complex. Maybe you want to switch accounting firms or tax accountants, or you want to switch cloud inventory systems, or you want to switch accounting software systems, which is what I'm going to talk about today as an example. Some things to think about. Basically, the more planning you do at the beginning, the less headaches and hiccups you're going to encounter at the end or on the journey. Let's say you want to switch from QBO to Xero, or Xero to QBO, or from your Excel files to any kind of like cloud accounting software. You're going to want to make a list before you do anything. The first one I would make would be who has access on the current system. If it's an Excel file, not as important, but if you have, say you're switching QBO to Xero, who has access? I want to go through my licenses and look and make a note of everyone that I want to make sure has a license in the new software. You might also find some old licenses from people that no longer work there that you were like, oh yeah, I should cancel those users. Definitely won't need to add them to the new software. So you've got that, you're making your list. It's going to be obviously you, probably your tax accountants. They have access to your accounting softwares to pull reports. Maybe a sales tax provider. There could be contractors. If you have a person doing your invoicing out of your accounting software, they're going to need access. Anyone doing AP or bills or just general accounting and coding transactions is going to need access. So just making a list of all those people. When you have that list, it's much easier. All right, here's the new accounting software. Just entering their emails and setting up users for them. Other big thing to think about is bank feeds. Hopefully you have bank feeds. It makes your coding your transactions a lot easier. You're going to need to make a list of all your active bank feeds. Maybe you've got 3 Chase accounts, 4 American Express credit cards, a Brex credit card, and a couple PayPals you want to import. So you're going to need to make a list of those. All right, I need to get these bank feeds set up ASAP once I have the new accounting software going, because I don't want to have a bunch of retroactive work to do coding transactions. And then the last thing to think about is any kind of like third-party app that you have connected to your accounting software. Maybe you have A2X sending journal entries into your, or invoices into your accounting software, depending if you're on QBO or Xero. Making sure you switch that when you do it. You could have on QBO through Stripe, something like Cinder sending invoices into your accounting software. So just making sure those are all connected, or your payroll provider, ADP or Gusto, sync into accounting software. So just going through a list of kind of everything in your third-party apps and making sure you're ready to transition those. Again, If you're planning for it ahead of time, it won't be a headache later, and you'll be glad you thought of it. But there's always going to hang up. So again, you're going to want some lag time between the two where you're there to just catch and go over things and be like, okay, we're good to go now. I think we've had a clean couple weeks. Let's do it and pull the plug on the old one. That's all for today. Thanks for listening to Lessons with Lee.